You know what's strange? Sometimes losing yourself doesn't look like losing yourself. You still get up, you go to work, you answer the phone, you remember birthdays, you check on your mom, you ask your kids if they made it home safe, you show up for the meeting, you figure out dinner, you take care of whatever needs taking care of because, well, that's what you do. And if somebody asks you how things are going, you might even say, "I'm good." And then there are these little moments. Maybe you're sitting in your car after work and you don't want to go inside yet. Maybe everybody finally gets to bed and instead of enjoying the quiet, you sit there scrolling. Maybe someone asks you what you're doing this weekend and you genuinely don't know. Or maybe you catch yourself in the mirror one morning and you have this strange thought, "I don't feel like myself anymore." If you've had that thought lately, I want to talk to you today because maybe you haven't disappeared. Maybe you've just spent so many years responding to everybody else's needs that you haven't had much practice listening to your own. And those are two very different things. Welcome to this week's Radiant Letter. Pull up a chair. This one is for the strong one. And maybe it's for you. I think there comes a point in a lot of women's lives when something begins to shift. And the strange thing is that nothing necessarily has to be wrong. That's important. You can love your children and wonder, who are you now that they need you in a different way, not the same way, right? You can love your partner and realize you've spent years organizing your life around everybody else's needs. You can be grateful for your career and still sit at your desk thinking, is this really what I want the next 15 years of my life to look like? You can have a beautiful life and still feel tired inside it. Those things can exist together, and I think that sometimes women feel guilty admitting that. We're supposed to be grateful, and don't get me wrong, we are grateful. But gratitude doesn't cancel exhaustion. Love doesn't cancel loneliness. Success doesn't cancel questioning. And being strong doesn't mean you never get tired of carrying things. Recent conversations I've had reading from women in their 40s and 50s sound remarkably similar. Women describing themselves as busy, capable, and still functioning while privately asking, who am I now? Where do they fit? Why don't they feel like themselves anymore? And I think that's something that's worth talking about today. Sign number 1. You know what everyone else needs, but you're not sure what you need. Think about it. Somebody calls you upset. You know exactly what to say. Your child has a problem. Your brain is already working and solving it. Something goes wrong at work. You're 3 steps ahead already. But somebody asks, what do you need? And suddenly, nothing. Crickets. Or worse. You say, I'm fine. Almost automatically. Strong women get very good at scanning outward. Who needs me? What needs fixing? What's next? What did I forget? But we don't always turn that same attention inward. Number 2, rest doesn't actually feel restful. You finally sit down and your brain starts listing everything you should be doing. Laundry, email, meal prep. That thing you promised somebody you were going to do sometime this week, the appointment that you need to schedule. So even when your body stops, your responsibility doesn't. And sometimes you get up again because doing something actually feels easier than sitting with the feeling that you're not doing enough. If that's you, notice it. We're going to come back to that on Wednesday. Number 3, you can't remember what you enjoy anymore. Not what the family enjoys. Not what you and your partner do. Not what you're good at. Not what's productive. What do you enjoy? And sometimes that question is surprisingly difficult because maybe there was a version of you who painted, or danced, or read novels, or took long walks, or traveled, or dressed differently, or laughed louder, or dreamed about things nobody else understood. And then life got full. Not necessarily bad, just full. Slowly, the things that belonged only to you became the easiest things to put down. Number 4, you're more irritable than you think you should be. Little things bother you. Another question, another request, another person needing something else. And then you feel terrible because these are people you love. But sometimes resentment isn't evidence that you're a bad person. Sometimes resentment is information. It may be telling you there isn't enough of me left in this arrangement. That's definitely worth listening to. Number 5, you are accomplishing things without really feeling them. You finish the project. You get the promotion. The event goes well. Everybody's happy. You check off another thing. And almost immediately, your brain goes, okay, what's next? You don't celebrate. You don't absorb it. You just keep moving. Because movement has become normal for you. And stillness can feel unfamiliar. Number 6, something in you wants change, but you can't explain what. This is a big one. You don't necessarily want to leave your life. You may not want a new husband, a new career, a new house. You may not want a dramatic reinvention. You just know something needs to be different. And because you can't name it, you start wondering whether you're being ungrateful. You're not necessarily asking for a different life. Maybe you're asking for more of yourself inside the life you already have. That's different. And number 7, maybe the biggest one. You keep asking, who am I now? Who am I now that my children are older? Who am I after the divorce? Who am I after losing someone? Who am I if I'm not climbing anymore? Who am I when I'm not fixing something? Who am I if everybody doesn't need me? Who am I when I'm not performing a role for someone else? And maybe you don't know yet. That's okay. Can I tell you something though? I don't think that's a crisis. I think that can be an invitation. There is a difference between losing yourself and realizing that an old version of you no longer completely fits. Maybe you're not supposed to find the woman you were at 25 years old, or 35, or even 45 years old. Maybe the question isn't, how do I get the old me back? Maybe it's who am I becoming now? And what if you didn't have the answer to that today? What if this week we just became curious? Because this is where I want Radiant to be different. I'm not going to tell you to quit your job, leave your relationship, book a retreat, take a bubble bath, or reinvent your entire life by Monday. We're going to start much smaller than that. We're going to start by listening. So here's the only thing I want you to do after this letter. At some point today, when nobody needs anything from you for 5 minutes, ask yourself, what part of me have I been missing? Don't force an answer. Don't turn it into homework. Just ask. Maybe you miss your creativity, your confidence, your sensuality, your friendships, your curiosity, your ambition, your stillness, your peace. Maybe you miss the woman who dreamed, or maybe you don't know yet. That's okay too. Just notice, because Wednesday, we're going to do something with that. I'm going to walk you through a simple radiant practice to help you begin coming back to yourself. Not by changing your whole life, but through 5 things I want you to start learning by heart. Pause. Notice. Name. Choose. And return. And if you've been the strong one for a very long time, I especially want you there. Because we're not trying to make you less strong. We're going to start making sure you get a choice about where your strength goes. Until Wednesday, take care of the woman who takes care of everybody else. Even if today, all you do is notice her. I'll meet you right back here at the Radiant Table. Thanks for listening.